Kid live. Okay, so there's no audio. Why is that? Why is there no audio? One second. Okay, so there's no audio. Oh, wait, there is. Why is that? Why is there no audio? One second. Okay, so there's no audio. Oh, wait, there is. Why is that? Why is there no audio? One second. Oh, wait, there is. One second. Oh, wait, there is. Okay, there it is. Okay, I think I got to figure it out now. All right. God, it's been weird. So I had this YouTube channel up and running like 14 years ago, I want to say. And it's been a while. The last few videos I've had on this channel were like 10 years old, and they're from like my high school youth group. And then the other stuff is basically just yeah, the last video I made was like a Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix video for Data Sykes. But anyway, I just decided to go live here. I've been messing around with some streaming stuff, and I figured, hey, let's just see how this works on YouTube. I've been like messing around on Twitch, nothing serious, because like literally the most I've had is like maybe 3 viewers. Doing some Dynamis fun right now. I just got done with Dynamis Bastock. Alright, so... Oh, I'm gonna have so much shit to sell. I did a test real quick. Yeah, game audio and stuff. Anyway, exchange currencies. Oh, I have another 9,000. Sweet. Oh, shit. that does it for that. Sell some more shit. Nice. I don't know if this, I was gonna say. I had a thought, but I lost it. Sale status. I haven't sold that yet. Okay. Figured I'd check. Also goofing off on Twitch. The delay here is kind of a little bit much, because I would do or say something here, within a couple seconds on Twitch, I'd hear it. This, I feel like, is like almost a minute delay, which, not the end of the world, but just as I was testing shit out. I don't really hear too much of, like, streaming, like, gaming stuff on here. I don't think. Most of the time I hear of it's just, like, on Twitch. But, again, I haven't, like, created content as a gamer for, like, 14 years. So, I don't know what's the right thing to do or what's not. I'm kind of just goofing off, honestly. I'm not trying to, like, make anything out of this. Oh shit, not that. Nice. Probably should give him my Infinity Core too. All good there. I'm running this from Streamlabs, and I was previously experimenting with Twitch Studio. Streamlabs, I'm pretty sure, like, if I messed around my widgets, I can get more of what I want, but, like, I get all my stuff I need from, like, I guess, technical creative standpoint, but from, like, the other end of, like, what I'm getting from YouTube, like viewer count, stuff, chat, stuff like that, I have no idea. So that's why I have a separate laptop open that has my stream going, so I can just at least see, like, what's happening. Alright, Juno, Relude Gardens. Let's go here. Where is that at, if I may ask? Trail markings at I-9. I have a feeling I know where that's going to be at. Oh, this is H9 already. Oh, no, there they are. Oh, I was right. looks like a whole lot of it. I don't need any gear from this area, so I could just go straight to trying to get drops. Go left right here. Mine too. Ruru, and then we'll need Nana. Okay, there we go. Okay, first thing I need is a roving bijou. A Bandrix Rockjaw drops head. Where can I find that guy at, if I may ask? Holy crap. So, as I look at this list, there are so many damn enemies. Who drops it? Bandrix Rockjaw. Is he on this list anywhere? What about Smelly Thickhide? Does he have it? Guess he does. Okay, we'll go after him, I suppose. So it's moblins we fight in this area. Interesting. Same story as every other Dynamis area. If I don't need it, I am just going to say screw it and drop it. That's mostly going to be from a gear standpoint. Okay. Oh, there he is. Smeltix Thickhide. Crap, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Hold on. I have no idea what's going on. Who am I targeting right now? What in the world? Ah! There we go. Okay. That was confusing. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm like getting like sidetracked by everything right now. Okay, once I kill these fools, I will go look to see who else drops this roving bijou. Baiju, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you know what I want to do? There we go. I wanted the Final Four back up so I could watch that at the same time. Yeah, that's another thing too. I have no idea like who of my subscribers are even like around in YouTube anymore, because like if it's like a decade plus, I'm pretty sure like if you're still on YouTube, like actively and like actually doing stuff with the same content you were 10 years ago, cool, good for you. Um, Nice to see you again. But like I see here, like I have in my mini feed for Streamlabs, I had one new subscriber 5 days ago. So shout out to Michael Morales, even though I had made content for a decade, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to follow this guy." And then before that, my last subscriber was 5 months ago from Stephen Nagy, and then 3 months prior to that, so 8 months ago, was Valentine's Eve, 1996. So it's like all this different stuff where it's like, I was still getting subscribers for some reason, even though I hadn't made a single thing of content for like 10 years. There was like one live stream I saw I had made previously, but that was like with an app I was like experimenting with, I found, for like live streaming sports and stuff. So I just hooked it up to this. I hooked it up to this YouTube account just for experimentation because I was like, I ain't using this for anything. So I was like, whatever. All right. Okay. All right, now, who else here will drop what I want? Spock's sweat brow? I guess so. Yeah, we'll track you. All right. Right there. Get him. Screw you, Andrew. Alright. What the hell? Drop my shit. Morgbox Moldagen. I don't know what kind of name is that, but I'm pretty sure you might drop what I want. So I'm going to go after you now. This is Final Fantasy 11. I was screwing around on Twitch because I was just experimenting with like having a webcam and stuff like that. So, but I remembered I had this YouTube account, so I'm just like, fuck it, let me just try it out and see what is still around on it. By the way, I didn't mean to FaceTime you the other day. I literally tripped over Mamba, and then the next thing you knew, my phone was FaceTiming you. I'm not sure how that happened, but that's the backstory of me calling you. I didn't even know if it even hit you or not, so I was just like, eh. Game doesn't look that bad, or the quality? Because I have no idea like what the stream quality even is. I just kind of am YOLOing it right now. Who's next? Ah, Pimp. Kitty Longlegs. Sure, why not? I also have no idea like how to get like my chat showing up and like where I'm actually streaming from. So I'm literally just reading from like as if I'm watching the stream myself. So yeah, I'm like completely winging it. I had another program that gave me my chat in real time, but not so much here. So hey, that's what I want. Sweet. Now I'll clear out everything else here. Then I'll figure out what else I want to farm. Is my coffee still warm? Pimp. I downloaded Streamlabs, but I was using Twitch Studio previously, and I just downloaded that just because I was bored one night. I was experimenting with it. Because the times I have streamed before this webcam I bought today, literally all I was doing was like I was just going live at like midnight or 1 a.m. just like drunk and just playing video games, just goofing off. So then I was at Target today and I saw this webcam. I'm like, yeah, screw it. Let me buy a webcam. Let me goof off a little bit, see what I can figure out. Mugen Godslayer. Thank ya. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but I'll take it. Yeah, Andrew, I just downloaded Streamlabs like half hour ago just so I can figure out how to connect this channel again. And then now I'm just kind of experimenting it. Oh, shit. Way back in the day, that's what I literally streamed for, because this channel's like, I haven't made video game content for like 14 years, so I was like, are any of my subscribers actually like alive or active? So appreciate it. Glad to know that at least someone's still around from those days. Yeah. Oh my. What? From Zodiac? Holy shit. When I did Zodiac, I was probably like, 14, maybe 15. Like, this was like a long time ago. And then Square Enix finally decided to be nice and give us the English versions. But I was just like, nah, that's why I imported all the, internationals. So oh wow. Okay. Yeah, like I always felt like I was like really young on YouTube, like making stuff, but then I kind of just rolled with it because it was kind of fun. I kind of figured out the whole tech side of it, whether it was like streaming for emulators or using capture cards with Zodiac Job System. I kind of just rolled with it. All right. What do I want next? Odious Cup. Okay, I got a grenade. That's cool. I don't need that. Move, cat. Ugh. Who drops the Odious Cup? How can I... There you are. Necromancer, Tinkerer, Ambusher, Enchanter. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, probably back in those days, like, yeah, I would have been like 8th grade at best, I want to say. So my skills of writing good descriptions and video titles was not the most elegant, to say the least. Yep, that sounds about right. Back, whatever, like, yeah. It's one of those things. I remember once time I found my old email address and my emails I wrote like my freshman year of high school to my teachers, and I basically cringed like an hour straight because they were bad. Like, not like they were bad writing. That's what I meant to say. Uh, Necromancer, Tinker, Ambusher. It's like one of those things where you think I wasn't like that back when I was young, and then you look back, you're like, fuck, I was. And then you don't acknowledge it for the rest of everyone else. I don't remember, like, if there is a way to look back on my old YouTube comments on other videos. I definitely don't want to know. The one YouTube comment I remember leaving was I left a joke on the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, which I was like in grad school, so that I'm not cringing at this one. But I made some joke, and like that's like my most uprated comment. So to this day, I'll look back every now and then just to see that comment, and I'm just like, success. I made a funny joke on the internet. Who am I going after? Oh, a Tinker. Okay. I forgot for half a second. But yeah, I've been playing FF11 now for like 5 months, I want to say. I finally built a PC and I was like, let me play this game because I feel incomplete for not playing all the Final Fantasies, and by that I mean 11 and 14. So, been playing this like 5 months now. I just kind of want to get through the story, but then we're nearly like 300 hours deep into it, and I'm still not done. So, I'm kind of like, what am I getting myself into? Whoa, not that one. No, switch to up here, you know, like the guys that are like right next to me, maybe. Why is this game so complicated? Target these two. Oh, there we go. For the most part, yeah. I was telling my little brother, who's also on here, like, I was experimenting with Twitch Studio before this, just because I was, like, bored one day, and I was just like, screw it, let me try this out. So then, I've always heard of Streamlabs being something, so I set this up, and then it took me a little bit to kind of figure out, like, how to set everything up here. It's not, like, fully where I want it to be yet. Like, I feel like if I tinker a little bit more, I could kind of get the UI to be a little bit more what I want it to be. Basically, the bare minimum for me was just, like, make sure I can capture 11, make sure I get my webcam, and we'll roll after that. Well, yeah, because, like, me and my brother, when this first came out, I remember us going to Nebraska Furniture Mart wanting to get this, because we were, like, such big FF fans. And we go there, and the sales associate's like, yeah, no, you're going to need an online subscription to play this game. And we're just like, the hell does that mean? Because this was like 2001 or 2002, whatever. We're like, what the fuck is an online MMO? Or, that's redundant. What the fuck is an MMO? So we were just like, whatever, we'll just skip this one. And so 20 years later, here I am. Yeah, Andrew, buy the game. I will patiently wait like 300 some hours for you to get it. No, that back then, I'm pretty sure we were looking at the PC version, which I don't know. I could probably tell you for a fact our PC would not be able to run this back in the day. We never got it for PS2. Because I think at the time, too, you would have to buy, like, that extra piece of hardware that goes underneath the PlayStation just so you can get online capability. Yeah, it's not costly. It's like, I think I pay like 13 bucks a month for it. Nothing beats being a RuneScape member back in the mid-2000s. I only had to pay 5 bucks a month for that. And that was like a whole week's of allowance. Well, yeah, exactly. Because like early 2000s, you're just like, I buy a game, I play it. But the concept of, like, having to pay per month, I'm just like, what does that even mean? Like, I buy the game. I should just be able to play it. If I would go back in time and tell, like, little Jaden, like, oh, yeah, there's also going to be, like, pay-to-play games where, like, you have to keep paying to win the game, basically. Little Jaden would be like, huh? And I would tell him a wonderful story about Electronic Arts. Am I getting anything? I don't care about that. I'm still trying to get to this damn Tinkerer I want to fight. Oh. You the guy? Well, that didn't get anywhere. Necromancer, Tinkerer, Ambusher, Enchanter. Oh, I think what They meant me to go down there. Which isn't the end of the world. I just need to fight them so they drop it. Maybe. Before today, I think I only played like a couple times this week with work and other stuff going on. That's what I thought, because like I've been like watching a lot of like, well, not recently, but like back when this game first came out, like I think at the time what they were trying to compete against was like Phantasy Star Online, I want to say. And then it was like a couple years after this was when like the first expansion of WoW came out. And then like obviously that changed the game completely and everyone went to WoW. And then 14 was supposed to be the direct competitor to WoW, but then they fucked it up with the first one. They had to kill it and then obviously do Realm Reborn. But yeah, this one's still standing strong, surprisingly. Obviously in maintenance mode, they're not giving any new content. What else do I still play? I'm kind of like right now, kind of focused on like one game at a time. So I've been doing this. Like I've been playing this for like 5 months or so now. And then once I beat this, I did buy FF7 Rebirth, but I haven't played it yet just because like, since I'm paying per month for this, I'd rather just like put my efforts towards this to get it to a state where I'm cool just beating it. But other than that, like recently what I played, I'm kind of going through some old games right now. So like over Christmas break, I played like South Park PlayStation, Jedi Power Battles. Shit, there's another one I played. Recently I did Spyro, Zelda 2. I'm kind of all over it right now, but like obviously back when I was doing this channel, it was mostly like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, RPGs, stuff like that. But RPGs are still like my number one like favorite genre, so I'll always still come back to them. No, like video games for me though are like they're like a core thing for me. So it's like even though I'm nearly 30 now, like I'm still nowhere near dropping them. Definitely my favorite pastime. Obviously life happens and people like tend to like shift their priorities, but for me like this is still something that gives me joy, so I'm like fuck it. If I'm 30, mid 30s, 40s, like I'll still play. I don't care. Yeah, I mean RPGs like me and my brother got into them. The first RPG I played would have been like first grade. And in hindsight, I don't know. It's kind of weird that like a first grader like grew to RPGs that quickly, but yeah, because I played RuneScape for several years. That was like with my brother, and then a lot of my friends in my hometown would play that. See, there you go. Start 14. I know Nathan plays 14, so you can catch up with him. Yeah, because I played RuneScape for several years when it was like a huge thing in my town. We eventually dropped that. Then, like, I dabbled in some other MMOs. Like, I played Star Wars Old Republic for like a couple months at a time and then dropped that. I played WoW for a little bit, but that was only because they were offering a deal at the time where, like, a current active player can give a new player a max character right from the start. So my older brother gave me a max character. I just fucked around with that. But besides those three, like, those are really, like, the only, like, MMOs I played with. So, like, 11's the first one that I've played, like, very long-term since, like, RuneScape. Which, that's dating back to, like, 2006. I know for sure. I honestly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I started young. Like, I was when I first started doing this whole thing, I was like, um, at a minimum, I would have been 13 for like gaming on YouTube. And then after that, I did that for a couple years, and then it kind of just became like more of a job than like joy. So that's why I kind of backed off, so I could just like play games and not feel like every time I got to a boss, I'm like, okay, now I gotta set up the capture card. Now I gotta record. I gotta edit. I gotta upload. Like it was just a job basically at that point. And so, like in terms of other people who are still uploading, there are like names I remember from back in the day. Like I remember Ash 10 was big in uploading back then. I remember HC Bailey was like kind of doing his Let's Plays. I have no idea if like any of those names from my time are still around. Like the YouTube gaming scene, I have no clue about. I kind of just do my own thing, really. Like the one name that comes to my mind currently is like Boss Fight Database, which is basically what I was doing back in the day. Basically just recording boss fights, essentially. For the shits and giggles. That's probably the one I'm tracking. Oh shit, Dark Kefka. Yeah, that's it. That's another one. I forgot about him or them. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. But yeah, like I remember Dark Kefka was the one I liked a lot. Ash 10. I thought Ash 10 was still uploading because I thought I saw like a recent upload from them, and then Dark Kefka. I think if I remember Dark Kefka right, they were doing for some reason I remember like the Dark Aeon battles from Final Fantasy X. Them doing a lot of. Okay. Yeah, there was another speedrunner I remember that like did Final Fantasy VII a lot. I don't remember their username, but like if I remembered right, they had their profile picture was like of Hojo. And they were like doing some like pretty intense like FF7 speedruns. I can't remember what their name was, but that's what comes to mind. Yeah, if Darth Ketka's still doing it, that's OG status. Like the fact that I remember him doing it 14 years ago and he's still doing it today, like props to him if he's got that consistent following. Like shit, you think back in the day, those were the days of like YouTube putting a 10-minute limit on your videos being uploaded. And nowadays I fall asleep to like 10-hour YouTube videos. Which is why, for example, my International Zodiac job system fight against Yzmad, that's like 17 parts because of how many times I left the arena, came back to fight it, or like the 10-minute time limit you had to abide by for YouTube's sake. Which at the time, like, honestly, I probably could have just, like, recorded the entire fight, spliced it up in my editing software, and called it good. But for some reason, like, when I was getting near my YouTube time limit, I would like leave the arena and then stop recording, but that was just probably just novice Jaden not knowing any better, really. Well, no, actually, I take that back. Penance I recorded all the way through, and then edited it after the fact in a software, and then obviously just uploaded like 10-minute increments. Oh shit. I'm playing NCAA Final Four like on my computer here as well, so I can watch that as I'm doing this. And I accidentally paused it. Well, I know you drop one at one. Some guys would have their channel access prior to the time. I was trying to read your second comment about Darth Keka because, like, I was telling my little brother, like, I don't have my chat on my streaming software. I'm just, like, viewing it from another YouTube channel so I could see it. And your last comment, like, it has a heart over it where if I'm, like, I can, like, react to the heart streamer. So I'm like, what's he saying? But yeah, that makes sense. I felt like back in the day, there was, like, if you were a certain status as a content creator, you could bypass the 10-minute limit. But you probably had to be, like, to the level of, like, you were actually getting, like, revenue from your streams in some capacity. Which I can't remember if there was a way to monetize your content back then. There probably was, but again, like, I was never at that point. I just kind of did it for fun. Every now and then I would go back, like, I would brag to, like, colleagues or friends about, like, this YouTube channel, how many views I would have for, like, certain videos. I still think my most viewed video is my Go-Go fight from Final Fantasy V, which is a fight that you have to do nothing with. Nothing. Like, you get in the fight, you do nothing, you win. And that's my most viewed video on this channel. So I was just like, what the fuck? Of all things, like, that's the one with the most views. I'm like, okay. Whatever floats people's boats. Okay, so someone else is here, and they took the Tinkerer I was tracking, so thanks, bro. Not really. Necromancer, Tinkerer, Ambusher, Enchanter. Dude, Ambusher. Piss off. Yeah, like my other like top videos are like Garuda from Final Fantasy 3, Safer Sephiroth from FF7, which I'm kind of surprised by because that one I purposely edited out Supernova, which I got heat for because everyone's like, "Watch it out of Supernova." I'm like, it's long. Gotta abide by time limit. Shit. Do not touch that enchanter, whoever this other person is behind me. And that description right there tells you how young I was when I made those videos. Like, the many ellipses between words, all caps, how many exclamation marks, like, dear God, what was I thinking? That was even... Oh. So literally I just expanded my Streamlabs and now my chat is all of a sudden alive on the right-hand side. So, okay, I have chat in my thing now, so I could leave my actual stream here. I'll sign in here, that way I can... Got it. test this out real quick. Actually, you know what? I don't really need that, so it's fine. Okay. It says sign into chat, but then it pulls me like into like a separate web page, the chat, where it's like, why can't I just chat through my program? But whatever. I'll figure it out later, depending on if I want to keep using this software or what have you. Well, yeah, that too. It's like watching streamers nowadays, like obviously like the chat just constantly goes and you can't read everything. Whereas like for me, it's like I got you and my little brother watching, so it's like it's very easy for me just to kind of like keep up with chat. Yeah, and Andrew too. It's like I'm down to always like play games with other people, but it's like all the games that they play where it's like I'm not super into it or like there's no really end game in sight for them. It's like whether it's like COD or Fortnite or like whatever, it's just kind of like when I play games, I have to have a direct end to when I can do it. So it's like whether it's achievements, platinum trophies, story, like I gotta have it into it. I can't just play a game casually or socially. I could, but I gotta like break it up into increments where it's like only do it for like an hour a day or something. That way I'm not like just like doing brain rot and just like playing COD for like 6 or 7 hours a day. Yeah, then flexing on other people. I flex on Nathan whenever he like Kingdom Hearts games back in the day. I'd always flex on him that I'm way ahead of him on everything in there. But then he's been flexing on me since he beat Rebirth last weekend, and I've yet to start Rebirth. I have been very good, though, about not spoiling it for myself. I've been very much ignoring every bit of Rebirth content on social media where it's like, I have no idea what happens to the game. So, giving myself props for that. Gotta hold that as long as I can. What are these fools even dropping? Alright. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I wish I could sell this stuff, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, NPCs merchants don't take it, so it's like, well, thanks. I know you've started playing. You would start some Final Fantasies, but I don't know if you would ever like. I don't know how far you'd get into them, is what I should say. I mean, hey, I got you into Kingdom Hearts, so. Which that one I feel like might be, sometimes that could be considered like an easier getting into rather than like Final Fantasy. So yeah, I mean, same with me and Nathan. Like Nathan's preferences rub off on me most of the time. There are some games though where I just kind of put in my backlog and say I'll get to it eventually. Because whatever, there's like my core games, like I will absolutely play those at all costs, like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. And then there's other games where I'm just like, I will play that, but eventually going into the backlog. Because I feel like even too, like there's some games that like I think you've played Earthbound before. That's a game like I wouldn't mind playing Earthbound, but um, yeah, it's never gotten to my. It's never. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what? I just never have played Earthbound. There's a reason there, but I don't know how to articulate it. Oh shoot, you're right. You did beat 15. I forgot about that. 15 has like a fighting style that's pretty similar to Kingdom Hearts though, so like that makes sense in terms of like a very easy like progression from doing 15 to Kingdom Hearts and like vice versa. I think so too. I agree. Because then the other Final Fantasies, like it really does depend on like which one you're playing. Because some of them are turn-based, some of them are real-time battle system. Obviously, 12 is kind of like more MMO kind of vibe feeling, so that takes a little bit to getting used to. It really does depend on which game you're playing. Like 16 is like the way 16's combat is. I think you would like that, but that one's a PS5 exclusive, so you might have to save up some Didier's paychecks to get that. I feel like for some reason I remember you buying 15 one time when you were in Lincoln staying at my place, but I could be wrong. Because I definitely remember you beating it on my console one day at my apartment. This would have been like back in like Tanglewood days when I was living with Tanya. I also find this funny because Streamlabs says I have 0 viewers, and yet somehow I'm still talking to some people here. So, take that, liars. I haven't gotten any odious drops yet. Oh, not Lion. Need to fight Enchanter. Yeah, it was that game, remember, because I feel like you bought like the Royal Edition or something. I don't remember if it was like birthday gift or if I was like feeling generous that day. Because I mean, if it was at Game Room, it was probably like $20 at best, so it wasn't like too costly. Yeah, because before Entertain Mart came to Gateway Mall, um, Game Room was where I was always going to buy video games, just because used, you can get them cheap, stuff like that, and really Lincoln didn't have any other like used media store like that until Entertain Mart came into the scene. Who's down here? Ooh, Necromancer. Where was that at? What the hell? Where was the Necromancer? Is it down there? Well, there's Tinker. Nah, whatever. $20. Okay, $20. That's like a freshman high schooler. Yes, I get see that. That Didier's income can't pay for everything. My like 28 or 32-inch Vizio I bought with Didier's money. It took me 2 paychecks to get this TV, and honestly, the way TVs have progressed since 2009, you could imagine what $300 would cost you now. Oh, 15. Well, even then 15. Honestly, like, yeah, 15's like something like that. I'm just like, oh yeah, too. I could totally buy that for someone. That's not a big deal. How much time do I have left? What are the gold mines? Oh, Type 0. Yep. I beat that. I 100% that 2 years ago, I want to say now. Okay, yeah, 850. Like, even if it wasn't your birthday, I'd buy you that. Yeah, Type 0 is like, I didn't mind it, but to 100% it, it was very repetitive. But like, to give it like one playthrough and say you've done it, like, it was alright. Sometimes it's neat to keep the price tags on it in like memory of stuff, but like the way I am with collecting, it's like as soon as I get home, I'm taking those price tags off. It's been a minute since I've done Type 0, but like, I don't think I'd call it Chain of Memories type. I feel like I might have got Chain of Memories because the main character uses like a card as like his weapon. It's definitely not like Chain of Memories-esque where it's like obviously like a card system, breaks and stuff like that. Definitely nothing of that statute, but it's still a fun game, I would say. I was always under the impression that it had a card system built into it just because the main character like holds a card like this on the front cover. But I eventually found out that no, that's just his weapon. It's just cards. There's like a lot of characters you can play with in that game though. I feel it's like 10, like at least 10, maybe more than that. There's a lot of characters to play with that. My timer did go off though. Legit card and like switch. Okay, you can switch between characters. I know that. You can switch between like the entire like ensemble of characters in the game. I know. Okay, I still got Warp Ring on. Which is kind of nice for a Type 0's sake, because it's basically like, you don't get a game over unless like every single one of your party members is dead. Like the entire crew. Okay. My self-timer did go off, though, in terms of, like, keeping track of gaming. So I'm going to stop here. I will probably stream later tonight on this channel. I might promote my Twitch over there as well. Well, who knows? I will hop back on, though. Probably be having some beers. And then you can watch me farm Dynamis and get a little bit buzzed. Because that's just what I do when I'm on stream anyway. So, thanks, Andrew.